Hello and welcome to the DarthMod for Empire Total War, the DarthMod Empire, and we're using version 8.1 of course, and we're going to be doing something rather different this time. We're going to be doing a single player grand campaign with the 1700 start date of course, the early campaign, because I think this works best for this. We're going to be doing the Iroquois Confederacy. This is something rather different indeed, because I don't normally play as natives. But this, I was testing out playing a campaign through on this, and it was rather fun and entertaining. The goal for this campaign is going to be pretty simple. It's to take back all of the Americas. So once we've completed that goal of taking over the Americas, this campaign will be over. We're not going to be bothering with Europe or expanding into India, obviously. We're the Iroquois, we're the indigenous Native Americans here, and our goal is to retake the continent from the European colonizers, and if we have to, we will destroy the other native tribes as we go along if they pose a threat to us in that way. We're going to go with the long campaign, which is capture and hold 25 regions by the end of 1799, including the ones we've shown: the Iroquois Territory, Michigan Territory, Algonquin, Virginia, New York, New France, so Quebec, Florida, Pennsylvania, Upper Louisiana, and Lower Louisiana. So, this should be rather interesting. The Iroquois Confederacy represents an alliance of 6 native tribes who share a common language and homeland in the northwest of America. They call themselves Haudenosaunee, loosely translated as People of the Longhouse. During their tenure in America, the French named them Iroquois, a word derived from the Huron-Wyandot word meaning black snake. Well, the hostility between the Iroquois and their neighbors is the result of conflicts over fur trading. The Huron-Wyandot traded with the French, and because of this, the Iroquois naturally found themselves allied with the British. This aided them in battle, eventually contributing to the expulsion of the French from America. They also supported Great Britain during the American War of Independence, something that now places them at odds with the United States. Fortunately, the Iroquois are masters of irregular warfare, appearing from the undergrowth, striking at their targets, and disappearing again as quickly as they arrived. What they lack in terms of technology and firepower, the Iroquois make up for with guile, cunning, and ruthless brutality when on the warpath. Well, alright, here we go. Let's make sure we don't have any of that. No, we don't want any advisor nonsense. Let's pop into the map. Well, welcome to the Grand Campaign map here. Obviously, here we are in the Americas, and we already start off holding these 3 territories here. Cayuga, Niagara, and Fort Detroit over here in Michigan. As you can tell, to our north we border with the French, holding the colonies of Canada. See Quebec, the big territory, New France there, as well as Montreal, Upper Canada. And of course around us near the British up in Rupert's Land, as well as our native adversaries, the Huron tribe, at Fort Sault Ste. Marie, and York Factory up in the Northwest Territories there. And to our southwest, we border with the French colony of Louisiana. They're, of course, a threat to us during this campaign, naturally. There's the Cherokee Nations. Hopefully we won't have to go to war with them. But we are going to have to, of course, go to war with the French, and later on, eventually, 13 colonies, and undoubtedly Great Britain itself. So, if anybody's wondering, if any even watched the Spain campaign I was doing with Imperial Destroyer, unfortunately, the mod kept having crashes, and basically the recordability of the campaign was drastically reduced, and I said, well, no point in continuing with that endeavor. So this is a fun replacement. The Iroquois are a fun nation to play in Empire Total War, I find, with DarthMod anyway, with the 1700 start date. Let's look at the government. We're only at war with the pirates right now, and we are trading with the Cherokee, so that's rather nice. Check our ministers. They seem alright. Our treasury guy is bon vivant. Our prime minister here, well, he's all right actually. He's all right for that position. Advisor to the war chief, apparently. Our justice advisor actually has a better trait for being in the treasury there. Look at that. Our army guy is actually better for the navy. Look at that. Well, let's pop him over to the navy. And we'll bring up one of these people, eh? Oh, look at that. We got a guy who's good for the justice here. But I think we'll keep it the way that is now with Pontiac here as the justice advisor. Oh boy, look at you. Let's see. We don't have any army guys by the looks of it. So we'll just keep him since he's got all those +1 to management things. And that cabinet looks alright for now. We're making 2,983 currently at the income next turn. Let's try and switch that up with some trade. Can we trade? We can't really trade, except for the 13 colonies. They're indifferent to us right now. They're a protectorate of Britain, of course. Let's try and get a trade and an alliance with them. I will give you military access. Look at that. Fantastic. We've made our first friends. Now they are absolutely very friendly with us. We're going to protect them from the wrath of the French by doing something rather fun the first turn round here. And we're going to take Canada, all of it, you know, Upper Canada and New France here, in the first go. This is quite fun. Mind you, of course, it puts us at war with, you know, France and Spain. But that's alright, because we need to take Florida from Spain anyway, as one of the campaign objectives here. As you can see, Florida is one of the listed regions. So, I have forgotten to do this again. Oh my lord, setting the clock. Just ignore me as I flounder here. 25, start. Here we go. Right, we're going to go ahead and do this very first.
Ready to perform your will.
Let's move these up here. Then we'll go ahead and merge these up. I'll go ahead and save it here. Yeah. See, there's my Iroquois when I was playing through. Iroquois Confederacy LP. Let's name it that. Resume the game. And we'll go ahead and attack Philippe de Vaudreuil. Declare war on the frogs, of course. See if the 13 the 13 colonies actually join us. Okay. This will be a real easy first battle off the bat here. The French only have 1,128 of it's a mixed army. They're not very good. They got some coureurs de bois. They're skirmishers. Colonial militia. Those two we can easily close in melee. The pikemen, we can surround them easily. Pretty easy to wipe out with our native warriors. So we got 2 chief's bodyguards, 2 Native American warriors, 6 bowmen, and 3 tribesmen. So this is a pretty sufficient force to wipe out the French army in America. So let's go ahead and pop into the battlefield. Great, a big battle first turn. Let's go. Well, welcome to the war. Here we are, the battlefield. We're going to be using our chiefs as cavalry, so let's go ahead and plop the bigger unit there down on the left, the smaller unit over on the right. I'm going to turn down the sound here. That was rather loud. The Last of the Mohicans theme there, apparently. Let's go ahead and bring our warriors and tribesmen right into the center along here. Extend them out like that. Very well. And we'll plop our bowmen down up in front there. It's seems like a good line, the way that goes. Let's go ahead and group these up. There we go, make them easier to move forward as we go here. Right, let's see what they do. We're going to move our cavalry around that way, And on the right, we're going to move them around here. Try and get his artillery as soon as possible, I should think. Let's move right on in. Of course, being... that went terribly. Why does it do this? There we go. Being the natives, we focus heavily on melee troops for winning in close hand-to-hand fast combat. There's our bowmen lurking in the front. Let's see, they're not actually firing their artillery yet. What are they doing with it? I don't know. Let's see, where's the French going here? They're moving their pikemen around. Here's their courier de bois. It's their light infantry. Look at that, we're already on them here. This will be a real simple fight. This is gonna be pretty easy. See, the thing is, they've got their stakes up, their anti-cavalry stakes. And I don't want to get involved running into those. Okay. He's opening fire with his gun, albeit rather terribly. Let's go ahead and now run our first line into position. And then we'll go ahead and bring up our second immediately to follow it. Bowmen are terribly inaccurate when you play as the natives. For some reason, when the computer plays natives, the bows are extremely accurate, and I don't understand what the change is. It's like that cheat the computer gets or something. Ah, those... For some reason our bows are not firing. There we go. Right, we got off some terrible shots there. Let's go ahead and close in. Use these. Bring them right on in. Bring our chiefs around. Have our chiefs go and fight their general, no doubt. There they go, they're wavering. Surround those colonial militia. They'll fall pretty easily. Won't be too hard to take out these guys. Let's bring our chief up back here. Let's try and charge his general in the rear with our chief here. There we go. Little native charge indeed. Catch him unawares. His pikemen are already starting to waver there. There they go. They're gone. They're broken. That was dandy and quick, wasn't it? Surprised the militia are still holding out there, actually. We use this general. Chase down the routing one. What's happened there? Oh my lord, my general died. Well, my chief, I suppose. That didn't happen before. I will use you. Chase down the stragglers. We want to try and destroy as many of them as possible. Boy. How are the colonial militia holding out like this? Let's get those pikemen and run them down before they return from routing. Definitely don't want that. We're still chasing his general around there. There we go, the militia finally starting to rout. Here we go, get in on them. Cut them down in the field. Don't need those returning. Those militia. Boy. Okay, what? Disengage the chief. You're not supposed to be having this difficulty. Oh my lord. Chiefs run. That's rubbish. This did not happen when I played this through first time. Right. On to the Courrier de Bois. You can continue following them, I suppose. We're destroying the pikemen. This is nonsense. How did that happen? This is weird. Well, those militia are pretty well dead. I guess now we'll just reform our line to go after his general. This is so weird. God, how is there so many pikemen still going? You get in on them. Don't just stand there. Swarm his general. That's all you can do now. Where are you going? That's nowhere near. The pathfinding in this is absolutely retarded sometimes. Okay, now get in. You got him in the rear there. His guns. Try and get those Courrier de Bois. I don't think you'll be able to get them though. There we go, we're swarming the general. Just get in on him. Make sure he doesn't come back. I'm just going to continue running down some people and then I'll see you on the map. Well, there we go. I'm afraid that did not go as well as it's supposed to. And now we have to fight. Let's get another replacement general there. We have to fight them again in Montreal. So this is already going not to plan here. Last time I did this, I did something rather weird. I recruited 3 chiefs, and then I sent them down to Detroit. Because we're at war with Louisiana here, right? So they're going to be pushing pretty heavily. So we're going to start off recruiting quite a bit of native warriors here. And then we can go ahead and concentrate on building up our roads. So we're getting a pretty good amount of income next turn there. Now, I think we can also go ahead and just build up these little towns while we got the chance there. Then we got these things like craft workshops. Let's go ahead and build up the smaller things first, so we can see where we are with money. Yeah, we got plenty. We'll just go ahead and build up everything we can there. There we go. And that's that. I replenish our army here. There we go. And then we'll take Montreal next turn. And last time it allowed me to just go right up to Quebec and take that as well, but I don't know if we're going to be as lucky this time. I hope we are, but we'll go ahead and actually try and get an alliance with Britain here. No. Quest alliance. What if I pay you something like 800 gold? No. So I'll wait till I capture the port, and then we'll try and get trade and alliance with them. Let's pop into next turn. Oh, what's this? No, I'm sorry, I will not give you Michigan for Jamaica. This is our ancestral territory we're talking about here, no. But I'll ally you. Oh, must reject it. Gotta love the British, no? And what's this Dutchy boy coming in with the deal? He wants me to give up even more, Michigan and Algonquin. And he's gonna give me Curacao. I'm afraid that deal doesn't float any boat. Alright, welcome to turn 2. And we very well may have a chance here at taking out the Canadas. So there we go, we got our recruitment up, jolly good. Prussia and Poland are at war, and the Dutch and Spanish have gone to war as well. That's jolly. We will go ahead and move down all of these forces to Detroit, because Louisiana starts hopping about with a little bit of an army there. We're going to go ahead and move in on Montreal. They refused to surrender, that's not a surprise. They got some garrison regulars, some line infantry there, as well as the remnants of their courier de bois and their general. They also have one of those silly mortars. I want to try and take that out as soon as possible, because those are a disgusting harassment. But before we do that, I'm going to recruit one more general in this army to act as cavalry, because that is always extremely useful to do. And we're going to, oh dear, I'm starting to die here. Hold on. There we go, had some water. We need to go ahead and build up some more native warriors. Here we go, and they'll be pumping out. Let us now go and take Montreal. I'll see you on the battlefield. Alright, here we are at Montreal. We're going to keep our chief here in the back. Sir General, why does this music keep doing this? I don't understand why it keeps getting so loud on my headset here. We're going to have one chief on the left and another chief on the right. Yes, that's me. And now, let's go ahead and take our bowman again. Plop him down over here. Yep. We go ahead and bring up our melee troops. We're gonna have to try and encircle them this time. So let's go ahead and jump in, have our cavalry move up the flanks, and try and take out that mortar, because that mortar is nasty. We're gonna want to close our distance as soon as possible, so we're gonna have our first line run up there. Let's go ahead and have our men run. Because mortars do some nasty casualties. Look at that. Yeah. I hate fighting against mortars. But when you're the defender and you get them spawned in, they're pretty good for you. And this is going to be a little nasty here. Let's have our cavalry move down through the town there. Oh dear, that did not go so well. Let's do this. And have these flank round here. We'll do something similar with these units. And these we'll have them move up here. Our bowmen are just useless, so we're not even going to bother. Let's just bring these native units up around their flank, and we'll give them a bit of a charge. Oh, what are they doing here? Okay, that wasn't expected. Then we'll bring these in against their regular line. Just get around their rear. Try and have this cavalry come in this way. Okay, do you not know where you're going here? Because I feel like you have no idea what you're doing, so just get out. I want you to come back around this way. I hate that my mouse does that. And then we'll take you from the rear. You as well. Bring you around here so we can get those French infantry from the rear as well. My lord, come on. There you go, get in there. Bring this chief over here with this one. And there we go, we got the froggies pretty well buggered there. And do indeed chase down those line. As well as with you two, you can take out those courier de bois. You deal with them too. What do they got left? They're only 34. Undoubtedly they're going to throw themselves into the fight here. So let's have these come round and take on their general. You can go ahead chasing them down. We're going to take the town anyway, so... This is really bad positioning. We need only you to go after the general here. At least until our two chiefs units can get over. Stop walking, I told you to run. This game's being very silly. I don't know what the general's gonna do, it's all he's got left, so... Maybe try and intercept him with our actual chief here? What are you doing? Huh, only got one left there. You can continue running him down just for the comedic content there. One frog. Wow, his general breaks. So go ahead and have our chief chase him down. We're not going to bother have the lion chase it, because there we go. We have won the Battle of Quebec. There we go, the capture of Montreal. 0 Frenchmen remaining, that's what I love to see. And we can pop right up to Quebec and make them surrender. Look at that. The first episode of the Iroquois campaign, and we've taken back Canada. And there's the time for the episode. Wasn't that magical? Region captured, New France. Region captured, Upper Canada. Look at that, we're already on the way to glory. And we've only just begun our little campaign. Let's see, now we get all these additional farmlands and resource places. Now because we are natives, we're going to have to destroy the European buildings in the settlements here. Go ahead and build up a burial ground there, of course. And our people are rather upset, so there we go, we can take them off of taxation for the moment until they get their nonsense sorted out. And before we do that, let's go ahead and build up our army again. Go ahead and, oh boy, that's a pricey little place right there. Build up these places here. We got our fur traders. We'll go ahead and build those up, try and get that economy flowing even better. And now we have a port. Tadoussac, there we go. And this means we can go ahead and open up trade routes. For some reason we cannot trade with Britain. An overland trade route will link your two capitals? No. Ally me? No? Okay. It doesn't matter to me anyway. Let's see who can we get here. Try and get trade with the Ottomans. Oh boy, no, I'm not going to pay you that much. Do this thing again. No, they're still going after that. Mughal Empire. Trade. They want me to ally them. Why would I want to be your ally? No. Just trade. F. Fine. Why not? Try the Ottomans again. Still that single payment of 2,000. I will not. But let's try 900. No, they still want 2,000. The Ottomans do not need money. They need anything but money. Let's try ally and trade with the Huron. Not for that much money. But they will trade with us. Genoa here. They should have some good amount of money. Why would I want to do that? No, thank you. Anybody else here? Venice. Venice is a good trading partner. 3,000 gold. That's even more than the last squid. No. Well. Aren't we doing well on the money front here? Crimea? No. Why does everyone want money for a trade agreement? You're not worth it. You're really not. But next we're going to have to take out Acadia and then pop some troops over to Newfoundland. And this is the fun part. We go ahead and build a dhow, a trade ship here, up in the New France, and then we can just literally plop this army over here and take over their settlement of Fort Nashwack. But we're going to go ahead and end this part here, and I will see you in part 2, where we continue the reconquest of the Americas.